Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Ram Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Ram Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Hare
Radha Gokulananda Radhe
Radha Gokulananda
Jagannatha Baladeva Jaya Subhadra
Jagannatha Baladeva Jaya Subhadra
Gauranithai Jaya Jaya Prabhupada
Jai Prabhupada
Nita go Haribol Jai Shri Radha Gokulananda ki Jagannath Baladev Subhadra Maharani ki Shri Gauranitai ki Shri Prabhupada ki
Hare Krishna. तो क्लास इंग्लिश में होगी। जिन भक्तों को हिंदी में सुनना है तो पीछे ट्रांसलेशन शुरू है। वल्लभनाथ प्रभु वहाँ पर ट्रांसलेट कर रहे हैं। हरे कृष्णा। जिनको हिंदी में क्लास सुननी है वो पीछे जा सकते हैं। हरे कृष्णा।
Jai Jai Sri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Dvaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Dvaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Dvaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Okay, you can repeat after me. Krishna name ye ananda Sindhu ashwadana Brahma-ananda tara age Kato daka sama Krishna name ananda Sindhu ashwadana Brahma-ananda tara age Kato daka sama Krishna name ananda Sindhu ashwadana Brahma-ananda tara age Kato daka sama Krishna name ananda Sindhu ashwadana Krishna name ananda Sindhu ashwadana Brahma-ananda tara age Kato daka sama Brahma-ananda tara age Kato daka sama Krishna name ananda Sindhu ashwadana Brahma-ananda tara age Kato daka sama Krishna name in the holy name of the Lord, ye which Ananda, transcendental bliss, Sindhu, ocean, Ashwadana, tasting, Brahma-ananda, the transcendental bliss of impersonal understanding, Tara, its age, in front, Katha, Udaka, shallow water in the canals, Sama, like precipitate, compared to the ocean of transcendental bliss that one tastes by chanting the Hare Krishna mantra, the pleasure derived from impersonal Brahman, realization, Brahma-ananda, is like the shallow water in a canal. Purport by Srila Prabhupada ki. In the Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu 1138 is stated, Brahma-ananda bhavet aisa chet parardha guni kritaha naiti bhakti sukham bodhe paramano tulamapi. If Brahma-ananda, the transcendental bliss derived from understanding impersonal Brahman, were multiplied 1,000,000 times, such a quantity of Brahma-ananda could not compare with even an atom portion of the pleasure relished in pure devotional service. Om Jnana Timirandasya Jnananjana Salakaya Chakshurun Militam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. Sri Chaitanya Manobishtam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadhamayam Dadati Swapadantikam. Hey Krishna Karuna Sindhu Deenabandhu Jagatpate Gopesa Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namasite Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhi Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhano Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhyaivacha Paditana Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. Welcome to this morning class from Chaitanya Charitamrita. So here there is a comparison being made. If you multiply the pleasure derived from Brahma-ananda, of the impersonal aspect of realization, compare it to devotional service, it's like shallow, or the Mahamantra. It's like the shallow water in a canal. Insignificant. Brahma-ananda. This pleasure derived from impersonalism is insignificant. Even dharma, artha, kama, moksha also is compared to the pleasure derived from chanting of the holy name, is also insignificant. Of course, devotional service, the fifth purushartha, the four purushartha, right? So this is the fifth one. But it is nothing. Impersonalism. Of course, impersonalism, impersonal realization is actually the first step of realization. The first step of realization, not the ultimate. Brahmeti, Paramatmeti, Bhagavan, iti, Bhagavan. So it's first. In fact, Jiva Goswami said it should be the other way around. It should be Bhagavan iti, Paramatmeti, and then Brahmeti. Because the impersonalists, they will say, yeah, we also have the same philosophy. Vyaktam, avyaktam, vyaktim, apanam. The Lord manifests from avyaktam, from the impersonal. And they are like saying that the sun comes from the sun sign. Does it make sense? The sun comes from the sun sign. That's what they say. Avyaktam Vyaktim Apanam. From avyakta comes Vyakti, the person. So the sun comes from the sun sign. That's what they say. But we know the sun sign comes from the sun. But anyway, it's also one aspect of realization, but it is not the ultimate aspect of realization. It's the first step of realization, impersonalism. And the impersonalists also, they say that liberation is the highest achievement. Right? Liberation is the highest achievement. But Mahaprabhu has proven, has defeated that point. So Sarvabhuma Bhattacharya, who was very, very Kathor, Mayavad. His heart was like stone. No one was able to actually transform his heart like metal. But Mahaprabhu did it. He was explaining how liberation is the highest. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was listening to him for 7 days, could not understand anything. And Sarvabhuma Bhattacharya said, "You're not asking any question. Ni hu, ni ha, Nothing. Why is that?" And Mahaprabhu replied, "Because I could not understand anything. What you were talking." So this is why it is, I did not ask any question. Then Mahaprabhu, he actually explained, using the Atmaramascha Munayo Nirgranti Api Urukrame, means that even after liberation, the liberated soul, they become attracted to devotional service. Means liberation is not the highest. What is highest? Attainment of devotional service. Example, Sukadeva Swami. He was already liberated, but afterward he became attracted to devotional service, reciting Srimad Bhagavatam. He went to the forest. As soon as he was born, he zipped to the forest. And father was thinking how to get him back. And reciting Srimad, some devotees went to the forest to recite Srimad Bhagavatam. By hearing Bhagavatam, he became attracted. Who is not going to worship that Lord? Who delivered Putana, the enemy who came to kill him? Who is not going to worship that Lord? And then he came back. Means that after liberation, they become attracted to devotional service. Sukadeva Goswami, the 4 Kumaras. Right? In our Shastra, you will find many, many Mayavad who has been transformed, becoming Vaishnavas, personalists. But you won't find Vaishnavas becoming Mayavad. It's not there. But there are many examples of impersonally transformed become Vaishnavas. But you don't find any Vaishnava transformed becoming Mayavad. There's only one from Chaitanya Charitamrita. Who was it? Ramachandra Puri, who became, he's a Vaishnava, but that's also due to offense, it says, offensing his guru, right? Madhavendra Puri. So it's transformed, and it was speaking about impersonalism, Only one. But you won't find many in the Shastra. Sarvabhuma Bhattacharya is one also, transformed. Prakasananda Saraswati. I heard also Bilva Mangala Thakur was impersonal. Sridhar Swami also. But they became great Vaishnavas, devotee of the Lord. There are many examples. So Sarvabhuma Bhattacharya was explaining about impersonalism, and then impersonalism Mahaprabhu actually defeated Sarvabhuma Bhattacharya, who became a great devotee, great Vaishnava. Kathor Mayavad, the leader of the Mayavad, was transformed. Right? So much transformed that afterward he was reading Bhagavatam. Tattenukampam susaksamano. And then the last line, Bhukti Pade Sa Daya Bhakt. It's written there, Bhukti Pade. I mean, that verse describes about one who accepts his karma, suffering as his karma, and waiting for the mercy of the Lord. Liberation becomes his claim. Right? So, and that is written Bhakti Pade, Mukti Pade, sorry. It's written Mukti Pade. And then he just removed that word Mukti Pade. He wrote Bhakti Pade. Bhakti Pade. Sorry, he wrote Bhakti Pade. And Mahaprabhu was laughing. What are you doing? This is Shastra, you cannot change. This is Shastra, you cannot change that. And Sarvabhumatacharya said, I hate this word Mukti. Since I have become Vaishnava, I hate this word Mukti, because Mukti means enviousness of the Lord, So I don't like this word Mukti. Since I become Vaishnava, I hate the word Mukti. But Chaitanya Mahaprabhu told him that, but Mukti is also glorified in Bhagavatam. Mukti is one of the 10 subject matter, right? In Bhagavatam. Mukti. And Krishna's name is also Mukunda. One who gave Mukti. So, Mukti is also glorified. It's one of the name of Krishna. And Mukti also means the lotus feet, Bhakti Pade. So, and then Sarvabhumatacharya said, yeah. You may have your explanation, but I hate the word Mukti. So, but we understand Mukti is not the highest. And Mukti becomes the servant of the coming to the door of the Vaishnavas, knocking at the door. Any service for me? Once Mukti Devi wants to serve the Vaishnavas. It's not the highest. Devotional service, which is the highest. So that's why it is said here that liberation into the Brahma Jyoti is like shallow water in the canal, compared to bhakti, comparing to the chanting of the holy name Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram. Impersonally stay dry. This question was asked by Arjuna, which is better? Which is better, to renounce work or to work? Because Mayavadi, they're scared of doing work. But Krishna is saying both are good for liberation, but work in devotion is better than renouncing work. You will find many Mayavadi sannyasis, many especially they come to Vrindavan, you will see them sitting there asking for dakshina donation, because they have renounced work. Sannyas, karma sannyas. Karma sannyas, they have renounced work. But our system of sannyas in ISKCON is not to renounce work. It is said that real sannyas is one who give up the fruits of his activity, not the work. Na niragnir, na chakriya. One who performs no works, light no fire, is not a sannyasi. A sannyasi is one who works, lights fire, and perform work. This is sannyasi. Yukta vairagya. One who works and light fire. So, have you ever seen sannyasi lighting fire? Yes, sannyasi can cook for the Lord. They may not cook for themselves, but they can cook for the Lord. And they can also do yajna. Swaha, is also fire. And also the fire of Sankirtan, they say. Sometime when they do kirtan, say, it was a fiery kirtan. This is also fire, lighting the fire of kirtan. And they perform work. They're working, sannyasis, right? They doing book distribution, they are doing construction, temple construction, they are preaching, so many activities. That's work. We're not practicing dry renunciation. So this understanding of sannyas was given by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, proper understanding, and also Rupa Goswami. Yukta Vairagya. Yukta Vairagya. Using everything in the service of the Lord. So this is why when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was performing Sankirtan, Prakasananda Saraswati's team was asking, you are a sannyasi, and from our line, you've been initiated by Keshava Bharati. You belong to our Sampradaya. But why are you associating with fanatics? Why are you associating with fanatics? Devotees, they think that devotees are fanatics, sentimental. So why are you associating with fanatics? And you don't even want to look at us. And Mayavadis, right? You don't even want to look at us. So why is that? You're chanting the holy name. Your sannyasi is supposed to be reading Vedanta. Right? You're supposed to be reading Vedanta. But why are you associating with fanatics? You don't want to even associate with us. You've been initiated in our line. But you don't want to associate with us. Why is that? And then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, yes. I asked this question to my Gurudev about Vedanta. My Gurudev told me I am fool number one. Murkha tumi. Nahi adhikar. Vedanta adhikar nahi. You don't have the adhikar to read. You won't understand. Because you're full. And that's why he has given me to chant Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram. And then he quoted a verse from the Shastra. Hare Nama, Hare Nama eva kevalam. Kalo nasteva gatir anata. So that's why he told me to chant. I'm a fool, I won't be able to understand Vedanta. Please chant Hare Krishna. And the Mayavadi, they were listening. And they know that verse. They know that verse also. Because this verse coming from Kali Santara Upanishad also is there. Many Upanishad is there. But also Kali Santara Upanishad. Mahamantra. Iti Sudasaka Namnam Kali Karmasa Nasanam. Nata Parata Upaya Sarva Vedesu Drishyate. If you read the whole Vedas, all the Vedas, you will not find any sublime better than the holy name. So these 16 words is this Mahamantra Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. You won't find any other method more sublime than this. And the Mayavadi sannyasi, they know that verse. Why? Because they was great scholar. Right? They were great scholars. You cannot deny. If they deny, if they say no, then that will be also demeaning for them. They will be considered less intelligent. So they were a great scholar. They know that verse. They cannot deny it. But also they cannot say. Why? If they'll say that verse, that will be against their philosophy. Right? They cannot deny it. They cannot say it. They cannot also deny it. Because they know that verse. Which was quoted by his Gurudev. Hare Nam eva kevalam. And the other Mahamantra from the Kali Santara Upanishad. They know that verse. And then they say, okay, chanting fine, but why are you dancing? With fanatics, you know? They agree, okay, it's chanting because it's there, Kalisantara Upanishad. But why you are dancing? And Mahaprabhu said, yes, of course, this is what happened to me after chanting the holy name. I start to dance. And then I went to my Gurudev, Gurudev, Kiba mantra dila gosai. Kiba bal, japite japite, karila, pagal ban gaya main. What kind of mantra you have given to me? Just by chanting I became pagal. You know? And Gurudev told me, yes, my dear child, my dear son, this is the result. This is the result of chanting. And he quoted a verse from Bhagavatam, I think in the 10th canto. Roditi, Hashyati, Gayati, Nrityati. When one chants, this is what happened to him. Roditi, start to cry. Hashyati, laugh. Nrityati, start to dance. Gayati, start to sing more. This is the result of chanting the holy name. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram. And the Mayavadi said, okay, you're chanting. Okay, you're dancing. Fine. But why are you not reading Vedanta? They are more concerned with Vedanta. And why are you not reading Vedanta? And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, dear sir, let me tell you, I wish to tell you something very, very important. Vedanta is not wrong. Vedanta is perfect. And what is Vedanta? Vedant. What is the meaning of Vedant? Vedant. The end of knowledge. The conclusion of knowledge. What is the conclusion of knowledge? Vidashti sarver aham eva vedya. Of knowledge, who is to be known? Krishna. Bhakti to Krishna. Right? So this is the meaning. Vedanta, the end of knowledge is to know Krishna. But they are reading Vedanta, they are not knowing Krishna. They are not performing devotional service to Krishna. They're just reading Vedanta, not knowing their goal of Vedanta. They are reading Vedanta but missing the goal. Just like many people also they read Bhagavad Gita, missing the point. Who is to be known by reading Bhagavad Gita? To get to know Krishna. Just like if you read Gita, there are many things you can also learn. You can learn also time management, about youth, about politics, right? But this is not the goal. You can learn it, yes. But that's not the main goal. Main goal of Gita is to know Bhaktyamam Abhijaniti, to understand Krishna as supreme. Right? So they're reading especially the Mayavadis, they read the Upanishad. Of course, Upanishad, the way Upanishad is written, and it depends on the acharyas who write, who give the commentary in personal way. The Lord doesn't work, is far away, he is near, is inside, is outside. This is kind of Upanishadic way of writing. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Punat Punam Udachate. The Lord is complete. You take many units from him, he still remain. You see, Upanishad you won't find there. Krishna is playing on his flute. God is playing his flute. He's wearing dhoti, yellow dhoti. It's not there. So this is kind of Upanishadic way of description of God. But Srila Prabhupada would always, wherever there is a verse, he will always jump to conclusion because that is his name. What is Prabhupada's name? Bhakti Vedant. He would jump to the conclusion. Because some verses, if you don't pay attention, it may be in a description. Description may look like impersonal. So before you become Mayavad, impersonalist, Prabhupada is writing his purport. Right? We have to read the purport to be able to understand the verse. If you read Bhagavad Gita many places, even in Bhagavad Gita where the Krishna speaks about the chakra, 6 chakra, development of chakra. We don't speak of chakra in our society, right? There in the purport, Prabhupada is writing Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram. 2 times. Same purport 2 times. In personalist Mayavadi will say, Swamiji, what are you writing here? Names of God is not written here. Why in the verse? Why are you writing in the purport? Prabhupada said, I know, you don't know. Prabhupada is writing according to his, also because his name is Bhakti, he would jump to conclusion. Vedanta, what is the conclusion of knowledge? To know Krishna. Vedascha sarver aham eva. This verse is enough. Half of the verse is enough to defeat Mayavadis. There was a question in what's that? Jaiva Dharma. No, Jaiva Dharma is in dialogues form, like question and answer. So the inquiry asked a speaker, which part of the Vedas defeat Mayavadi? Which part of the Vedas defeats Mayavad? He said the whole Veda defeats Mayavad. Whole Veda defeats Mayavad. He said like that. So Prabhupada would jump to conclusion because it is his name, but that's also the conclusion of knowledge. And Mahaprabhu was telling that to the Mayavadi sannyasi. Vedanta is not wrong. Vedanta is perfect. It's pure, like the sunshine. Vedanta is pure. But your acharya's explanation, the commentary is like a dark cloud covering the sunshine. Sometimes it's a dark cloud, it's covering the sunshine. So this is your explanation, Mayavad explanation, your commentary, your tika. Sariraka Bhashya, written by Sankaracharya. He said, Mahaprabhu is saying, and it is not his fault also. Sariraka Bhashya. So Mahaprabhu is saying that Sankaracharya has given the indirect meaning of the verse. Sankaracharya has given the indirect meaning. But that was also not his fault. Who is Sankaracharya? Lord Shiva's incarnation, right? So, yes, and then Mahaprabhu explained to them the meaning of Vedanta, right? Now, maybe a question, there could be a question, why did Sankaracharya, who's Lord Shiva, preach impersonalism, Mayavad? What is that? Sunyavad. Yes. It could be the question why, if his Lord Shiva has come to actually spread this impersonalism, Mayavad philosophy. I heard one devotee explaining, he gave one good example. Sometime in temple, built temple, find in Delhi also, the pigeon are coming inside. You seen? And they try at the door, they put a fencing to prevent the pigeon from coming inside. They grow some bamboo outside. So instead of coming inside, the pigeon will go to the bamboo and it will pass stool there. Instead of passing stool in the temple, and this fencing is preventing them to come inside and come and pass stool inside. They come and go inside, So bamboo they're planting for them to go and stand there and they can pass their stool there. So this is why Sankaracharya has given that philosophy. Not to spoil the Vaishnava philosophy. Okay, you want to pass stool? You go there. That's devotee was given an example like that. So I like it. It makes sense. But yeah, so this is the whole Vedas defeat Mayavad. It depends on the commentary of the Acharya, right? So you can say Brahmeti, Paramatmeti, Bhagavaniti. If you look at this point, this verse here, it looks like Lord come from impersonalism. Mayavadi also say, oh yeah, that's our philosophy. Brahmeti is first. From Brahman come Paramatma and then Bhagavan is last. But so Jiva Goswami said, no, it should be Bhagavan, Paramatma and Brahman. Brahmeti, Brahman, realization. It's effulgence of the Lord come from the Lord. Right? It's the other way. And he said also, Atato Brahma Jigyasa. It should be Atato Bhagavan Jigyasa. Of course, Brahman also means Bhagavan. You know. So that's, he explained like that. But Srila Prabhupada would translate, even if you read Sri Ishopanishad, Upanishad, the impersonalists, they like to read. Why Upanishad? You know, in Vedas is divided into 4. First is Samhita, Brahmanas, Aranyaka, and then Upanishad. Samhita for brahmacharis, Brahmanas for grihastas, Aranyakas for vanaprasthas, and Upanishad for the sannyasis. So Upanishad is good because, I mean, Traiv Gunya Visaya Veda Nishtrai Gunya Bhavarjuna. Vedas deal mainly with the 3 modes of material nature. But Upanishad, from Upanishad, that's where renunciation starts. That's still good. Renunciation starts from Upanishad, reading Upanishad. It's still good. And Prabhupada has translated only one Upanishad. There's 108, right? Which one? Sri Ishopanishad. But if you read Sri Ishopanishad, you will find from beginning like impersonal. Om. It starts with Om. Om. You know? Purnamada, Purnamidam. So all the following verses look impersonal. He walks, doesn't walk, he's far away, he's inside, he's outside, right? Kind of Upanishadic way of just explanation. You'll also find many verses like that in Bhagavad Gita. Because Gita also is Gitopanishad, is also Upanishad. So, and then there is a transformation in that book from impersonalism, Paramatma realization, and at the end is Bhagavan realization. At the end, what is a speaker saying? Please remember what I have done for you. What service I have done for you. And remove Hiranmayena Patrena. Remove that effulgence, that light. I want to see your face. He's saying, remove that effulgence. I want to see your face. Mean the Lord is a person. And this is the last 3 verses. It starts with impersonalism, realization, and Paramatma realization. At the end, it comes to Bhagavan realization. What is meant by face? Face means the person. Right? Remove that effulgence. I want to see your beautiful face. So, this is transformation. Right? If you read that verse also, Om Namo Bhagavate. Om starts with Om, Brahmeti, Paramatmeti, and Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. What is Om? How Prabhupada translated Om in that verse? Om Purnamada. You know? How he translated the word Om? The Supreme Personality of Godhead. That's how Prabhupada translated Om. Very powerful word. Supreme Personality of Godhead. Mayavad would say, Swamiji, what are you writing here? What is personality written here? Just Om only. Why is Godhead also written here? Why only not God? Prabhupada could have said God. You know, because how Christian describe God? How do they say that? I forgot it. The blessed Lord, that's what they say. Christians say, the blessed Lord. But Prabhupada's translation, the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Why not only Godhead? Because there are many gods. We also part of God, part and parcel of God. There are many gods. That is not enough to describe. But it is Supreme Godhead. Of all gods, He is supreme. And not only that is not enough. A Supreme Personality of Godhead. Because God is a person. Very powerful. You have never seen that kind of translation anywhere. Only Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki. And bhakti also, he described bhakti. How Prabhupada described bhakti? Pure devotional service. You've never heard that before. Devotional service. Prabhupada is amazing. So, yeah, he writes the Supreme Personality of Godhead. You know, to be precise, God is a person. God is not impersonal. Right? So, yeah, Prabhupada is translating like that everywhere. And everywhere there is Om, he would write Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram. And Om itself is what is Om? Om is a generic. It's a general aspect, like saying the Prime Minister. I'm just saying the Prime Minister. What does that mean? Does it say anything? The Prime Minister. But who is? We don't know. I'm just saying the Prime Minister. It's generic. A post. The Prime Minister. Om. But if we take the name of the Prime Minister, if we say Mr. Modi, just by taking the name, a whole picture comes to you. Isn't it? What comes to you? He's got white hair. White dari, chasma, blue shirt, and always do like this. Just by taking his name, you get a whole picture of him. This is why by taking the names of God gives you everything. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare. He gives you his guna, Nama, Guna, Rupa and Leela. All come from Nama. Right? That's why in holy name, in Mahamantra, Om exists. Already included. But in Om there is no detail of the personality. So that's why Prabhupada's translation, that's the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So this is how to be able to understand God without the teachings of Mahaprabhu. No one will be able to understand the concept of God. Impossible. Right? Nowadays you'll find many people say, God is nature, God is light. What does they say? God is energy. Now what they speak of. Energy, I feel some kind of energy. God is light, God is nature. you know, but forgetting the source of nature. Aham sarvasya prabhavo mata sarva pravartate. God is everywhere, yes. Sutre mani ganaiva. Krishna is saying, Sutre mani mata parataram na anyat. There is nothing superior to God. It's like the pearl strings on a string. You know this garland? Flowers. But they are together. How is it that they are together? All are together. Because of the string. But you don't see the string. If you remove the string, it will be scattered. So God is saying, that's me. His energy. But you don't see. That's why the scientists are trying to observe each and every object, trying to search, make research, but still they fail to see God there. In each and every object, a stone, a mountain, the moon, everywhere, in the mountain, and the tree, trying to search for study every thing, but still they miss the Supreme God. But Krishna is saying, I'm like this. Sutremani Ganaiva. Pearl string on a thread. That thread is Krishna's energy. Because all the mountain, the tree, the seasons, the planet, they're moving in orbits by his energy. Right? You don't say it. One time there was a king, he said, God does not exist because we have not seen him. Right? And there was a boy wanted to give the answer to that king, defeat the king. He said, bring me a cup of milk. And then the boy he said, I want to drink. But he wasn't drinking, he was playing with it. He was steering with his finger. And the king said, what are you doing? Give me the answer. Prove me the God existence. He said, my dear king, I'm trying to find out, because I've been told makhan come from milk. What else? Dahi, paneer, ghee, all come from the milk. But I'm not able to see. I'm trying to find out. I'm trying to find out where is the makhan, where is the ghee, where is the paneer. And the king said, yes, of course, come from milk. But you need to process the milk. Then you'll be able to see. And the child said, yes, this is my answer to you. You need to process your eyes. Then you will be able to see God. Just like from the milk comes, curd, ghee, makhan, everything comes from the milk. Yes, but milk need to be processed. Similarly, you need to process your eyes through devotional service. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram. So this is why it is the Brahma-ananda, Brahman, the pleasure derived from impersonalism, is like a shallow water in a canal, small canal, like that. Insignificant. Hare Krishna. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu ki, Chaitanya Charitamrita ki, Srila Prabhupada ki, Nitai Gaur Premanande. Any question? Kuch prasna? Okay, no question. Yes.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna Maharaj.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you very much Maharaj for the beautiful explanation of understanding how bhakti is superior to Mayavad. Maharaj, I had two questions Maharaj. So one is, we tell Srila Prabhupada went to America, especially this Shunyavad and Nirvishesha was there in the heart of the people to destroy it, to remove it. So how do we understand that this aspect of Nirvishesh and Shunyavad was in the hearts of the people who were there? It's bit unclear how, what exactly, because we understand it's Mayavad, Buddhism, but they were not even following those things. So how subtly does it lie in the hearts of the people who are not following Buddhism and Mayavad?
Mm. Krishna Krishna Hare Hare. Nice question. We say Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvisesa Sunyavari. This concept Nirvisesa Sunyavari, it is not necessary be in the West. It's also here. Right? Nirvisesa Sunyavari Paschatya Desatarine. It is not necessary be there in the West only. Of course, in the West it's fully there, because even Christianity also, they are impersonal, right? Even the Muslim also, they believe in impersonal. In the whole world, the concept of impersonalism is there. It's been spread all over the world. If the four acharyas, Vaishnava acharyas, they are the one who actually they have come to challenge, defeat the Mayavad. If they were not there, I don't know. The whole world could be completely Mayavad, impersonalism. So the concept of impersonalism is manifold, right? So yes, first of all is God doesn't have a form, because impersonalism is next to what? Atheism. Impersonalism is next to atheism. Many atheistic people, especially in the West, right? I was just in Canada, coming from Canada, the French part of Canada. They become averse to churches. Yeah, they become very averse to church. Very atheistic. Many have become. But that's the result. Impersonalism is next to atheism. Many have become it. Why the churches are closed? Many churches are closed down. And ISKCON is buying them. In Canada, in Toronto, and Montreal, many churches have been transformed into a temple. Closed down. Many also of our Namhat devotees, congregation. There are also small churches, many places. They are buying it, they are making the preaching center. Churches. They don't want to hear anything. They become very averse. This is due to impersonalism. Many. So, and when they become angry, if you want to say some ill name to somebody, they will use the names found in the church. What do you find in the church? Bible. So Bible, they can use the word Bible just to curse somebody or to swear, or to ill name to someone. Anything from the Bible, from the church, they would use for telling ill name to someone. They have become so averse. Many churches are closing. So this is due to impersonalism. They become atheism. There was some Mayavadi was saying, why are you growing tulsi? You should grow eggplant. Why are you wasting your time planting tulsi? You must plant eggplant. At least you can get something to eat. So this is next to atheism, right? Very Mayavad bhasana sunaile sarva sarvanas. Clear? Thank you. Yeah.
And Nirvisheshvad, because Mayavad is practically, we have heard that for all practical purposes impersonalism is same as Mayavad. But what is that precise difference? Because Prabhupada says that even impersonalists are also transcendentalists, but Mayavadis are little different from the exactly impersonalists. What's the difference?
Yes, there is slight difference. Mayavadis are also impersonalists, but impersonalists are not Mayavad. That's one explanation. Both are impersonal, right? Both are impersonal. There is Brahmavadis and Mayavadis. Mayavadis means everything is Maya. That's why they call Mayavadis. Moni is also Maya. Form of the Lord is Maya. Leela is Maya. Krishna is Maya. You know, his form is Leela, it's all Maya. That's why we call them Mayavadis. But the Brahmavadis, there's a difference. Brahmavadis and Mayavadis, both are impersonal. Brahmavadis, they are not. They may not be personalists, but they don't criticize. Right? They do not criticize the murti, the personality, devotees. They don't criticize. And one of the example is Sukadeva Goswami. He was not Mayavadi. He was Brahmavadi. The four Kumaras, they were Brahmavadis, not Mayavadis. So the Mayavadi is the other side. Sankaracharya's descendants, like that, followers. They are Mayavad. Everything is Maya, right? That's why they're called Maya. A form, pastime, Lord, you know, Nam, Gun, Rup, Lila, they're all Maya, illusion. That's why they're called Mayavad. They are more dangerous. So, yeah, that's the difference. Because they are also transcendentalists, like you have said. This is why, because they are not Mayavadis. They are Brahmavadis. Brahmavadis are transcendentalists. Because it's one aspect of God also. The first aspect of realization is what? Brahmeti, right? Brahman realization. It's the first aspect. We also agree with that. God is also impersonal. That's where Bhagavatam can combine everybody. Other institution of the my way or the highway. Right? We agree with that. God is also is this aspect, but that's the first aspect of realization. It's not the ultimate. Huh? So, yeah, this is how Bhagavatam can combine everybody of all sorts of philosophy. Any other question?
Maharaj, I just wanted a clarification in this. Is it okay if I ask clarification in this?
Yeah.
So basically we hear that Mayavada is Prachanna Buddhism, means hidden Buddhism. Mayavada is called hidden Buddhism, and that verse comes in Chaitanya Charitamrita. So Buddhism and Jainism, they are atheism actually, Shunyavad. So how is Mayavad different from that? Mayavad is also atheism, akin to atheism, as you said just few minutes back.
Yeah, it's next to atheism, I said. Right? Atheism do not believe in God. But Mayavad, they believe in God. But God is impersonal. That's the difference. So, but if you continue to be impersonal, then you will tell people, do not grow tulsi, grow eggplant. You know, and they will come Manav Seva, like that. Manav Seva is Madhav Seva. And what they will do, philanthropic work. When they come back from Brahmajyoti, they'll start doing social work. You know, what else they do? Building school. You know, social work, not spiritual work, but social work. That's what they'll do. Prabhupada said that when they come down, that's what they'll do. Social work, right? Not spirituality. God is gone. No God. God does not exist. So social work. Manav Seva, Manav Seva. Humanity work. You know, there's no God. Concept of God is removed. That's the danger. It's next to Buddhism is zero, right? There's no God. Buddhism is zero. Impersonalism is one. But Mahaprabhu, 1 and 2. Achintya, Beda. You know, Buddhism is zero. Everything becomes zero. Impersonally, they are say everything is one. There was one time, one Mayavadi sannyasis came to Parikrama in Brajamanta Parikrama. He came there, and he wanted to be with the devotees. And at night he was sleeping. He asked the devotees one blanket, to sleep because it was cold. So one devotee jokingly he just took one thread of the blanket, and went and gave it to him. And the sannyasi Mayavadi said, "What are you doing? I asked you for a blanket. You're giving me only thread." And devotee said, "But that's your philosophy. Everything is one." Bhaktisiddhanta Maharaj was traveling in the train with a box of mango. Some mango were rotten. There was a Mayavadi sannyasi next to him. And he was taking the rotten mango he was giving to him. All the time, few times he did it. And Mayavadi sannyasi said, "Why are you giving only the rotten mango?" "But that's your philosophy. Everything is one." Right? Rotten mango and good mango, they are one. So, that's your philosophy. Everything is not one. We also have Advaita, but Shuddha, Advaita. Dvaita, Advaita, pure Dvaita, right? Shuddha Advaita is there. Also speak about Advaita, but not this oneness. It is one and different. Achintya Beda Tattva, Mahaprabhu's philosophy. It is one, but also, you've never heard that before. This kind of philosophy. This is unique. It's one and different, like milk and yogurt. Yogurt is milk, but also not milk. That's why Mahaprabhu's philosophy is the topmost. He has come with that. Achintya Beda Tattva. Everything cannot be one. It's one also, but also different. Hare Krishna. Thank you. It's okay? Srila Prabhupada Ki Gaur Premanande.
हरे कृष्णा। तो हम महाराज जी का बहुत बहुत हार्दिक धन्यवाद देंगे 3 बार जोर से हरि बोल बोलकर। हरि बोल, हरि बोल, हरि बोल। और आज शाम का कार्यक्रम इस प्रकार से है, 6 बजे, शाम को 6 बजे यहाँ पर परम पूज्य राधानाथ महाराज जी के स्वागत के लिए सभी भक्तों को आना है। तो कृपया करके 6 बजे आइए, महाराज जी आएंगे। और फिर 6:30 बजे सत्संग होगा परम पूज्य राधानाथ स्वामी जी महाराज के द्वारा। हरि बोल। और साथ में रहेंगे परम पूज्य सुंदर चैतन्य महाराज, परम पूज्य भक्ति स्वामी महाराज, श्रीमान वृंदावन प्रभु जी, श्रीमान गौरांग प्रभु, सभी लोग यहाँ उपस्थित रहेंगे। और साथ में आप सब लोग भी आइए, सभी लोग ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा लोगों को साथ में लेकर आइए। हरे कृष्णा। बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद। हरे कृष्ण।